Ask for a roll call, just in case anybody who hasn't heard, our clerk Shirley Siebert passed away after 20 years of service. Our thoughts and prayers are out to her family, and we just want to have a moment of silence. Okay, thank you, and again, we're very sorry for the loss of Shirley. Roll call, please.
Mayor Police,
Here.
Alderman Sorrentino,
Here.
Alderman Jacob,
Here.
Alderman Woods,
Here.
Alderman Sizmarsky, Alderman Roy Wesley, Alderman Eugene Wesley,
Here.
Alderman Catalano,
Here.
Alderman Messina.
Here. Declare a quorum. Please stand and join the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Need a motion to approve the minutes of October 17, 2019. We have a motion and a second. Any questions, corrections, or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That passes. Do any citizens wish to be heard on matters not listed on the agenda? Okay, I have no written communique this week. Under mayor's report, for all residents who might have got caught by the snow and don't have all your leaves picked up, just so you know, the final leaf pickup will be the week of November 25th. So that Monday, Tuesday, that's just before Thanksgiving. I know there's a lot of leaves out there and still falling, so. Next, a request from Wooddale School District 7 for a donation to rebuild a playground. Alderman Woods?
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve the $1,000.
Second.
Okay, a motion and a second.
That's the same amount we gave for the last
The last time, correct.
last one.
All right, any questions on that? No,
They get a grant this year?
yes, they did get a grant, and,
Doesn't cover it all, though.
no, no.
No, they have to raise a certain amount of money themselves. I think it's like 10% or something.
Okay, roll call then.
Alderman Sorrentino,
Yes.
Alderman Jacob,
Yes.
Alderman Woods,
Yes.
Alderman Eugene Wesley,
Yes.
Alderman Catalano,
Yes.
Alderman Messina.
Yes.
And that passes. That concludes my report. Mr. Murmas, manager's report.
Thank you. I have two items. Next week, on Wednesday, November 13th, at 7 p.m. at the Wooddale Junior High is the annual Shape of Wooddale. That is an event where all the taxing bodies come and give a brief overview of what's happening in each of their entities. And also, there is some time for a question and answer session after their brief overview. There's also light refreshments that will be served for any residents who are interested in attending. The meeting's also videotaped, so you'll be able to watch the meeting even if you don't attend. The second item I had is this
7 p.m., right?
7 p.m. next Wednesday, November 13th at the junior high. Next item I had was the City of Wooddale and the Wooddale Library are partnering for their Toys for Tots program. Residents can place their unwrapped new toys in drop boxes at City Hall or at the Wooddale Library now through December 9th. That concludes my report.
Thank you. Consent agenda. Entertain a motion to, we can just do one motion here since it's one item. Entertain a motion to.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Authorize the final facade improvement grant payment for JB's Inn located at 146 West Irving Park Road in an amount not to exceed $8,826.25. We had a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Alderman Sorrentino,
Yes.
Alderman Jacob.
Yes.
Alderman Woods.
Yes.
Alderman Eugene Wesley.
Yes.
Alderman Catalano.
Yes.
Alderman Messina.
Yes.
And that passes. Next, committee chairman reports, planning and zoning, Alderman Jacob.
One report. An ordinance approving the extension of the approved development schedule for the expansion and renovation of the Wooddale Public Library at 520 North Wooddale Road in the city of Wooddale. I'd make that motion. Second.
Hold on. Questions? Yes, Alderman Wesley.
Do we have any idea when that's going to start?
Mr. Cage, go ahead.
Yes, thank you. So the library has permit plans in. I'm anticipating they'll be reviewed and approved shortly thereafter. And they're asking for another year, but I don't expect they'll need the full year. Obviously, the permit will be reviewed and approved. Obviously, with any project, with any, with these kind of details, it often takes longer than you think. So they're working closely with us, and I'm sure we'll have it going soon.
That's fine.
Any other questions? Roll call, please.
Alderman Sorrentino.
Yes.
Alderman Jacob.
Yes.
Alderman Woods.
Yes.
Alderman Eugene Wesley.
Yes.
Alderman Catalano.
Yes.
Alderman Messina.
Yes.
And that passes. Public health and safety, Alderman Sorrentino.
No report, Mayor.
Thank you. Public works, Alderman Catalano.
I have one, Mayor. A resolution approving the purchase of the mobile vehicle lift for Sertil Coney in the amount of $44,025. That is my motion.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Any questions on this? Roll call, please.
Alderman Sorrentino.
Yes.
Alderman Jacob.
Yes.
Alderman Woods.
Yes.
Alderman Eugene Wesley.
Yes.
Alderman Catalano.
Yes.
Alderman Messina.
Yes.
And that passes. And that, thank you. Finance Administration, Alderman Woods.
I have 5, Mayor.
5.
Lucky me, yeah.
You're the winner.
Yeah. Resolution seeking to approve an agreement between the City of Wooddale and Entertainment Management Group for Prairie Fest 2020 entertainment and stage management services rendered in the not-to-exceed amount of $77,300. That is my motion.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Questions? Alderman Wesley, go ahead.
This is first my memory, is that counting the bands and everything?
Yes,
Running them?
yes. Any other questions? Roll call, please.
Alderman Sorrentino.
Yes.
Alderman Jacob.
Yes.
Alderman Woods.
Yes.
Alderman Eugene Wesley.
Yes.
Alderman Catalano.
Yes.
Alderman Messina.
Yes.
And that passes.
Next, a resolution seeking to approve an agreement, contract between the City of Wooddale and Flashing Thunder Fireworks for the 2020 Prairie Fest fireworks in a not-to-exceed amount of $16,000. That is my motion.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Questions? Alderman Messina, go ahead.
I think might need Grant for this one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just for some clarity for folks that have had some questions. We traditionally have had the fireworks for the tree lighting and for Prairie Fest separate, or together rather. Last year it was kind of thrown in, and then we didn't have fireworks because of the weather, so they moved it, they tacked it on to our Prairie Fest. Could you just clarify what we've done this year with the contract?
Go ahead, Mr. Green.
We have a contract for the tree lighting, which came separately this year. It was in the amount of $3,000 for tree lighting, which is the same we pay traditionally every year.
Go ahead, follow up.
Yeah. And then how long have we had that consistent price?
Go ahead, Grant.
I believe it's at least 4 or 5 years. I could look up the exact amounts or the exact time
I went
frame
back
for you.
four, at least my time, and it was consistent.
ahead.
So I just didn't know if you knew anything beyond that.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
as long as I've been here, it's
Okay. Thanks.
Something further?
Thank you.
Alderman Wesley, you were next.
So, with the $3,000 increase for the fireworks this year, okay, how long is the show? Do they extend the show or not?
Go ahead, Grant.
The way it works is they bring out a specific amount based on the price that we pay, and they have different timeframes. They can They can set them up to go off in 15 minutes, they can set them up to go off in 25 minutes. It all depends on how fast we want it to go, and it spaces it out. It's all through a computer program.
Mr. Murmas?
I would say the good news for everybody is the consistent message I hear the night of the fireworks and the day after is that's the best fireworks show I've ever seen. So that is the good news.
Alderman Woods, go ahead.
Yeah, just a comment. So, as we lost, as Alderman Messina pointed out, we lost the fireworks for Christmas. That got joined into the Wooddale, the Prairie Fest, and everybody really loved it because it was a more robust and slightly longer show. So it was even better, and everybody was saying we need to do the same or better, so that's why we upped the regular Prairie Fest budget, kind of melded what we spent on Christmas, which was the 3,000 into that. Just for a little back history.
Alderman Catalano?
What fund is that coming out of?
Tourism.
Tourism?
Out of your budget, Tony. Tourism.
Thank you.
All right. Anything further?
We have fireworks for Christmas this year.
Yes, we do, providing weather holds up. That's,
Not the bigger show.
so, okay, we have motion second. Roll call, please.
Alderman Sorrentino?
Yes.
Alderman Jacob?
Yes.
Alderman Woods?
Yes.
Alderman Eugene Wesley?
Yes.
Alderman Catalano?
Yes.
Alderman Messina?
Yes.
And that passes.
Next, we have a request for authorization to increase the Sounds of Summer 2020 budget. And we've looked at that, and the recommendation, staff's recommending raising it to $20,000 so that we can expand the number of events. I think we're going to go to 4, right?
Is that correct, Mr.?
That is correct.
Any questions? Alderman Wesley, go ahead.
Are we picking bands? Are we going after bands, or are we?
Yes, we're picking bands.
We had inconsistent.
Any other questions?
Was there a second?
Roll call, please.
I'll make the motion if I didn't make the motion.
We did.
Who's the second?
Give it to Eugene.
Mr. Grant, did we have those bands finalized for the Sounds of Summer yet? Do you remember? Oh, I'm Poplawskis. Sorry, Grant.
Yes, we do. We are looking at the following bands: Johnny Rustler and the Beach Bum Band, American English, Modern Day Romeos, and we're bringing back the 4 C-Notes because they were very successful this year.
All right.
C-Notes is phenomenal.
All right, we have a motion, we have a second. Roll call, please.
Alderman Sorrentino?
Yes.
Alderman Jacob?
Yes.
Alderman Woods?
Yes.
Alderman Eugene Wesley? Alderman Catalano?
Yes.
Alderman Messina?
Yes.
And just before we go on to the next item, so for the Prairie Fest, we do have Jefferson Starship, correct? Mr.
That
Poplawskis.
is correct.
Thank you.
I had
Go ahead.
Next, resolution seeking to approve an agreement or contract between the City of Wooddale and Arena Americas for 2020 tent rental, rendered in the not-to-exceed amount of $17,000.
Second.
Motion and second. Any questions? Roll call?
Alderman Sorrentino?
Yes.
Alderman Jacob?
Yes.
Alderman Woods?
Yes.
Alderman Eugene Wesley? Alderman Catalano?
Yes.
Alderman Messina?
Yes.
And that passes.
Okay, next, I have a resolution adopting the strategic plan for the City of Wooddale for fiscal year 2021 to fiscal year 2022. That is my motion.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Any questions on this? Roll call, please.
Alderman Sorrentino?
Yes.
Alderman Jacob?
Yes.
Alderman Woods?
Yes.
Alderman Eugene Wesley?
Yes.
Alderman Catalano?
Yes.
Alderman Messina?
Yes.
And that passes.
That's
Next.
the end of my report, Mayor.
Thank you. Next, under other business, airport noise.
One report, Mayor.
Go ahead.
The interim Fly Quiet runway rotation plan was proposed by the O'Hare Noise Compatibility Commission in collaboration with the Chicago Department of Aviation in 2017 to provide relief for nighttime noise for the communities around O'Hare National Airport. The interim flight quiet plan it's in effect from November 3rd, 2019 to May 17th, 2020, and from September 13th, 2020 through February 2021. The plan will be impacted by airfield construction projects, which will result in reverting to the original fly quiet program during those periods. Fly Quiet, it is a voluntary nighttime noise abatement program at O'Hare that is in effect from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. The committee's purpose was to review, modify, and make recommendations regarding nighttime noise abatement procedures at O'Hare. The Fly Quiet Committee, it's overseen a series of 3 runway rotation tests, which were conducted in order to find the best solution to balance nighttime noise impacts. The IFQ features an 8-week runway rotation plan. For each week, a primary and secondary runway use configuration is provided to accommodate potential changes in the wind direction. The runway use configurations have been determined and approved by the ONCC to balance noise exposures to the extent possible. The ONCC Fly Quiet Committee is now considering options for fiscal quarter 21. A new quiet plan to be in place once the O'Hare modernization program is completed and full build-out is reached at the end of 2021. That is my report.
Thank you. Under Stormwater Commission? Okay, thank you.
Just a question, on all that information, as far as the airport noise, is that all put into our website so the residents can?
Mr. Murr, I was asking him if
Yeah,
we can find the
we have a
rotation. Go ahead.
specific section on O'Hare noise. This information's relatively new. If it's not up there already, I'll make sure all the charts and flights pattern information is up there tomorrow, but we do have a section.
And just so everybody knows, you guys will probably get it tomorrow. SOC sent out a letter to basically CDA and ONCC about the permanent fly quiet. You guys will get that report tomorrow. Go ahead, Mr. Murmas.
Yeah, correct. I have all that information ready for you, the manager's report tomorrow.
You had a question?
Alderman
first?
Messina, you had something?
You sure? Okay.
Go ahead.
Jeff, we had asked before, we just revamped the website. Did we ever put a banner? We talked about putting banners on the bottom for,
Go ahead, Mr.
You're
Murmas.
talking about the chat bot?
no,
So-
we're talking about a banner for some of the new stuff, so things that people would be interested in, instead of having to dig through, trying to find the news, there was gonna be a scrolling banner.
Oh,
There he is.
Mr. Poplawskis?
Yeah. Like a breaking news kind of thing.
Go ahead.
Our new website actually has a new feature on it called Spotlight, which is
Okay.
right in the middle of the page. It's underneath the 6 buttons on the homepage, and it allows us to feature certain things. Like currently, we're talking about the resident handbook. We had Trunk or Treat on there before the event. We can feature pretty much anything on there.
Anything on
And it does look like a banner. We have the option to put 2 up at any given time.
Did we get rid of the,
Go ahead.
what looks like the Groupon symbol? When it's multi-tabbed yet, or is that still there?
Go ahead.
It depends on the browser that you're using currently. They are aware of that, they are working on that, and they are trying to fix it. It's some sort of a programming glitch that they're working on. I've been in communication with the company all week, so they know about it and they're working on it.
Okay, thank you.
Alderman Jacob?
Mayor, I just had one question. So I just read this latest update that I received this evening, but then you were talking about a permanent fly quiet?
Well, that's what we're working, so ONCC has a Fly Quiet Committee, which we're on, and SOC is basically has hired the specialist to help us out. And basically, we're sent there asking for recommendations, whatnot, and we've sent the letter just, was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. So for the next Fly Quiet meeting, which is next week, we're working towards the permanent Fly Quiet. Right now, it's only interim. And once the 9 center is built and 9 left is extended, you'll have two other runways that are over 11,000 feet. Right now, we only have the 13,000 that's on the south side of the airport.
2021 news, Mayor?
It's 2021 is trying to get a definite date, but let's face it, it's gonna take a little time once they finish the airport, and we're trying to get going through the FAA. It's a lot of discussion. I'll couple things real quick. So FAA, on the north side, they have their maintenance garage, and they're trying to say, well, we can't have planes crossing in the evening. We really shouldn't be using those nighttime runways. Our argument is, if you're using the garage during the day when you have 2,000 flights, shouldn't matter when you have 200 flights during the evening. So there's some positioning going on, and, you know, we have to push a little harder. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
So, yeah, it's a very fluid situation. Next, approval list of bills, Alderman Woods.
Yeah, I'd like to make a motion to approve the list of bills dated, and there is no date.
What's the date, Brad? 11?
Date-
Oh, for-
Dated 11/7/19, in the amount of $382,512.65.
We have a motion, a second. Any questions? No? No? Okay. Peter looked like he was ready to ask something. Okay. Roll call, please.
Waiting for the speed round.
Alderman Sorrentino?
Yes.
Alderman Jacob?
Yes.
Alderman Woods?
Yes.
Alderman Eugene Wesley?
Yes.
Alderman Catalano?
Yes.
Alderman Messina?
Yes.
That passes. Next, we're going to need executive session. We're going to recess into executive session, review the official minutes, land acquisition, and lease of property. Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Second?
All in favor?
Are we coming back out?
Yes.
Right.
Yes, we are
So
coming back
everybody
up.
knows if they-
This is recess.